Ladies and gentlemen, you ever feel like you're just drifting through life? Like you're working hard, doing everything you're supposed to do, but somehow it still feels empty? You look around and it seems like everybody else has it figured out. Like they're moving with purpose, like they know exactly where they're going, but you're just stuck, grinding, surviving, waiting for something to change. Let me tell you something, you are not alone. So many people wake up every day feeling lost, not because they're not working hard, not because they're not trying, but because they don't know why they're doing it. Hard work without direction is exhausting. It drains you. It makes you question everything. But what if I told you that the problem isn't the work itself? The problem is how you see it. Because the moment you shift your mindset, the moment you find purpose in what you do, everything changes. You wake up every morning, maybe set an alarm, maybe you don't. You roll out of bed, wash your face, grab a coffee, same routine, different day. You clock in, do the work, maybe even do it well, then you clock out. And for what? A paycheck, a title, a sense of responsibility, but deep down, there's this gnawing feeling that something is missing. It's like running on a treadmill, plenty of motion, no forward progress. See, hard work by itself is just labor. It's just movement. It's just energy being burned with no direction, no greater meaning. And that's why so many people feel lost. They're not lazy. They're not unwilling to put in the effort. They're not even necessarily in the wrong place. They're just working without purpose. And work without purpose is like building a house without a blueprint. You can lay all the bricks you want, but if you don't know what you're building, you're just stacking stones. The problem isn't the work. It's not even the long hours or the struggle. The problem is the absence of meaning behind it. Because when you work just to work, when you grind just to grind, eventually you hit a wall. Burnout, frustration, that deep aching question, what is all of this for? And that's where so many people get lost. That's when the job starts feeling like a cage instead of an opportunity. That's when you start questioning if any of it even matters. But let me tell you something. Purpose transforms labor into something greater. When you know why you do what you do, when you have a vision beyond just surviving, beyond just making ends meet, everything changes. The same work that once drained you suddenly energizes you. The same challenges that once broke you now build you. The same routine that felt like a burden now feels like a calling. Because purpose is the fuel that turns work into mission and mission into impact. Look around at the people who inspire you, those who seem to have found their path, those who walk with confidence, those who radiate something different. It's not that they work harder than you. It's not that they were born with some secret advantage. It's that they have locked onto their purpose. They know why they get up in the morning. They know what they are building. They aren't just laying bricks. They're constructing something meaningful, something bigger than themselves. You can put in the hours, you can work your fingers to the bone, but if you don't know why you're doing it, you will always feel empty. But the moment you attach meaning to what you do, the moment you shift your focus from just getting through the day to building something that matters, the entire game changes. That's when you stop dreading Mondays. That's when you stop looking at work as an obligation and start seeing it as an opportunity. But here's the thing, purpose isn't something you stumble upon. It's not something that just magically appears one day. Purpose is something you cultivate. You have to look at your life, your gifts, your struggles, your experiences, and ask yourself, what does all of this add up to? What am I meant to contribute? What is the bigger picture that my work fits into? Because once you figure that out, the grind no longer feels like punishment. It feels like preparation. The long hours don't break you, they shape you. The setbacks don't discourage you, they refine you. The obstacles don't stop you, they teach you. You stop counting the minutes, the days, the years, because you're too busy building something that matters. And when you work with purpose, when you move with intention, People feel it. They see it in the way you carry yourself. They hear it in the way you speak. They sense it in the energy you bring. It's the difference between just showing up and truly being present. It's the difference between existing and living. So if you feel lost, if you feel like you're just going through the motions, ask yourself, am I working with purpose or am I just working? Because the moment you find your why, everything else falls into place. So if you've been feeling lost, if you've been waking up every morning wondering why you do what you do, it's time to stop and ask yourself the real question. What am I building? Because when you work without purpose, you're just burning energy. But when you attach meaning to your effort, when you see your work as part of something bigger, that's when the fire inside you ignites. You don't need a new job, a new city, or a new life to feel fulfilled. You need a new perspective. The grind doesn't have to drain you, it can drive you. The struggle doesn't have to break you, it can build you. And the work you do every single day doesn't have to be meaningless, it can be the foundation of something incredible. So don't just labor, don't just exist, move with purpose, build with intention. Because the moment you do, you'll never feel lost again.